Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Handoff to the back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Orji. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First and long now after the penalty. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. You come out in the playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So Pittsburgh's offense out there for their first possession. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, the linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
Oh, and he's got some space here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He's running out of time here. There's contact on the throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. He didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And he pulls in the catch. The tackle is finally made. They're an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. And I think it really caught this defense off guard.
Here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here comes a handoff. A quick juke. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts, but the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Back to pass. It's Holstein. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And that one's straight down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. He's looking deep here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. With the catch, it's Bell. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Orji. Using his legs here. Gets some space around the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Quick throw to his receiver. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a 1st down, and that should wrap up the 1st quarter of play. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Returner one down. Sets up the next drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he steps out at the 2, so close to a pick 6. What a tremendous play.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
1st and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Running back with the football. Running with purpose. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Marshall. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this deep testing the defense with a throw downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the back gets the football. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
To throw, it's Holstein. Pass clock. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
And he'll drop back here on third down. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Now moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole.
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So if the challenge doesn't work, that'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Quick throw to the left. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Now it's second down here. Looking to pass. It's Orji. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. Allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Morris. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
With sure hands, it's Bell. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Dropping back, it's Orji. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Let's fly to the wideout. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. The attempt is no good. He missed it. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead. The Wolverines will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. Pass complete on a crosser. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Touchdown, hit, and the comeback is on. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They'll run it to the left. Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll try the jet sweep here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. A low line drive, ugly punt. Returner tackled right there. That's when they start the drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. An explosive play. They finally get him down with the offense very near to the red zone. First down here for this offense. The linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. Receiver makes the catch. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Escapes the sack. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
The pass rush closing in. There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Hand off to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After the first down loss, it's second and long for the 22. And he drops back in the gun. He'll take a deep shot here. To try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And now the handoff. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Gonna run it. It's Davis. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They've come all the way back to claim the lead.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. His defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Orji. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held it just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made after just a short gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Gonna run it. It's Davis. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Touchdown hit. This offense cannot be stopped. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They go back onto the attack, but now behind on the scoreboard. Can they answer right away? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get out.
on here. Got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. To the air, it's Orji. He's escaping the pocket now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Kirk, it's Pittsburgh on top. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. And now the important PAT to make it a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And the single back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's that defense shifting again. On the ground, it's Davis. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Holstein. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Does a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds room at the 30. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This offense is still clicking. Kirk, you look for what? You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Here's a wide-open receiver complete. McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38. The Panthers will crank up the tempo.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock. And that'll cost the offense 5. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield.
29 Philly. 2-0.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers. So here we go. Fourth quarter, cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Bringing it out. It's Stewart. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Short connection to the tight end here. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Orji. A short completion to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Here's the second down play. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
On the run, it's Hall. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, and he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now, John, it's even